Namaskar. I am Dr. Sapunti brings you the viewpoint. The Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky arrived at White House on Friday to have a discussion with his counterpart American President Donald Trump. They have to finalize a deal on Ukraine's rare earth minerals. However, the meeting becomes escalated after a comment of Vice President J.D. Vance. The American Vice President J.D. Vance said to Zelensky that the path of peace and path of prosperity is through the diplomacy. That what Mr. President Donald Trump is doing. Then Zelensky asked to Vance that what kind of diplomacy are you talking about? What do you mean, Mr. Vance? Then Vance said terribly that the kind of diplomacy that will end the destruction of your country. During the argument, Ukraine President Zelensky said that during the war everybody has a problem. You may have also, but you won't feel it now because you have a nice ocean. But in future you will feel. Then American President Donald Trump irritated and said to Zelensky that don't tell us what we will feel. You don't have a card right now. You are not in a position to dictate us. You are gambling with millions of people. You are gambling with World War III. The Russia-Ukraine war started in 2022 and now it is 3 years. Russia aggressively attacked Ukraine and Ukraine also started retaliatory action. Ukraine was assisted by European countries, European Union and unofficially NATO. The previous Biden government in America were also assisted to Ukraine. As per report, and Donald Trump claimed that America given to Ukraine $350 billion. After assuming office, President Donald Trump started diplomacy with Russian President Putin. President Donald Trump telephoned to Putin and discussed about the Russia-Ukraine war. After that, a Russian and American delegates meet in Saudi Arabia in Riyadh and discussed a peace deal about Russia-Ukraine war. However, Ukraine was not invited to this meeting and European Union were also sidelined. Indeed, Ukrainian President Zelensky refused to accept the peace deal where Ukraine were absent. Ukraine President Zelensky firmly declined to accept any peace deal without the involvement of Ukraine. He also demanded involvement of European Union. As per Russia-America peace agreement, Ukraine has to abandon its aspiration to become NATO member, and Russia also won't leave the territories occupied from the Ukraine, which was not possible for Ukraine to accept. Ukraine president wanted more security assurances and wanted Russia to stop attacking Ukraine completely. However, both these demands were absent in Russian Americans' peace deal. American President Donald Trump has an eye on Ukraine's rare minerals on earth, and he demanded this from Ukraine in exchange of war expenditure. Zelensky at first refused to accept this deal. However, later on he agreed on this. America and Russia is now coming closer, which were standing just opposite. This certainly signals a changing scenario of world's strategic alliances. After the White House incident, most of the European countries and European Union stand behind Zelensky and Ukraine, and they are more firm to help and assist Ukraine against Russian aggression. In London, European Unions meet and they decided to help and assist firmly to Ukraine. In London, Britain itself signed important strategic alliances with Ukraine. However, it will be necessary to stop this war, and it will be necessary to take care that this escalation do not lead to World War III. It will be necessary to stop Russian aggression against Ukraine, and Ukraine's sovereignty must also be protected. That's all for now. Thank you.